Merry Christmas, everybody. I would like to share with you the most disturbing thing I have realized watching one of my favorite Christmas movies. So I grew up in the 80s. We watched cartoons from the 60s back then. My favorite was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Do you remember Hermey the Elf? Hermey the Elf, he wanted to be a dentist. He didn't want to make toys like all the other elves. Yeah, that's what your girl looked like as a kid. Can we show them? Guys, I don't know. Who wore it better?
Coffee Talk.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk with Tara Cannistraci. This Monday's episode is going to be a little quick, although they usually are, because I know I just appreciate you guys tuning in, especially the week of Christmas. I know we have a lot going on. Look, I have a Christmas tree out for you guys with my mug. In fact, that's all I want for Christmas is subscribers. Make sure you like and share these podcast clips and check out my merch. More importantly, I'd love to meet you guys in person. So if you're still looking for a Christmas gift, buy someone tickets to see me and come with them. All my shows are listed on tarajokes.com. Okay, enough of that. I always get nostalgic with you guys, and I found some baby pictures, childhood photos of me that are less than flattering. And I started cracking up when I sent some of the pictures to my friends. I was so not attractive as a child that one of my friends responded back and goes, "Oh my God, baby Uncle Mike," thinking it was my husband and not me, because that's how much of a boy I looked like. My hair would never grow and I looked like a boy. So I found this one photo of me and I go, "Oh my God, who do I look like in this picture? Like, who do I look like in this photo?" And I realized, so I grew up in the 80s. My favorite, like, I knew it was Christmas when Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer would come on TV. That was like it was my ultimate all-time favorite thing to watch around Christmas. I loved it even more because my maternal grandfather was named Rudolph, which was not a common name, but and I thought it was hilarious that he was named the same as the reindeer, and he was so special to me and such a loving paternal figure in my life, and so maybe I even associated the reindeer in the cartoon with my grandfather. But it was my favorite cartoon. In fact, all of those from that time, I think they were actually in the 60s, but they were relevant in the 80s, though. Those were the cartoons we were watching for Christmas. And you guys remember, do you remember Hermey the Elf? Hermey the Elf, he wanted to be a dentist. He didn't want to make toys like all the other elves. But, Hermey the Elf, if you don't remember him, he was like blonde with one curl in like the blue outfit. Yeah, that's what your girl looked like as a kid. In fact, I sent the picture to Venetia, and can we show them? Guys, I don't know. Who wore it better? 4-year-old Tara Cannistraci or Hermey the Elf? That's what I looked like. But, around this time, it's going to sound so silly. I know the holidays at a certain point are actually exhausting for us. I hope that there are listeners I have that actually enjoy them. I am committed this year to enjoying the holidays. But a lot of that for me is downtime. Like, I like decorating my house, which is work. Putting it away is even more work because it's not as exciting. But I want to watch, at my age, I want to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, I want to go back to that time watching A Christmas Story, or, even the movie like The Elf. Or my favorite Christmas movie current of all time is probably Love Actually, which is just filmed in London around Christmas time. It's like the 25 days leading up to Christmas or the month leading to Christmas, and it's everybody's different love story and life situation. I don't care how many times I've seen the same movie. It's like the movie Moonstruck. I have watched the movie Moonstruck at a million different times in my life. I watched it when my grandfather died because Vincent Gardenia reminded me so much of him. And in fact, the night my grandfather had passed, my mother asked me to put the movie on so she can go to sleep and watch, I guess, somebody that reminded her of her dad. Really, I mean, this is what film and TV and music, all these things can actually do for us. They're therapy. So now around the holidays with who's having who over, whose in-laws don't get along, who's fighting, who's a Republican, who's a Democrat, who's dumb, who's, dating somebody we don't like, who's, in a bad relationship, whose kids are fucking annoying, right? Like, I'm sorry, can I say that? Like, there are kids like, my niece, Layla, she could live here. I love her so much. But other kids come over and they could be annoying. You don't want to have annoying kids over your house. There's a whole bunch of things that go on with the holidays. People are working. Women are working. It's not, everybody's just not home relaxing, wrapping presents and lighting candles. Everything is a chore at a certain point. So what do I really want to do? Working as hard as I've worked this year and trying to organize holidays and hosting Christmas Eve and Christmas this year. I want to sit on my couch, maybe with a glass of wine, which is not what I used to do as a kid, with my Christmas tree lit up. I want to watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, even if it is a little disturbing that I look like Hermey as a kid. I have since blossomed. I hope we can all agree on that point. And yeah, I want to watch a cartoon. And I want to watch movies that remind me of my childhood. And I want to watch movies like Love Actually that remind me what's really important in this life is not what is put under that Christmas tree, which does not mean I don't want you to still get tickets to my shows. So anyway, guys, I want you, this is your gift to you this year on Christmas. I want you to do something. I don't care if it's from your childhood. I don't care if it's taking a bath. I don't care if it's going to a movie. I want you to do something for you this holiday season, because although it is the season of giving, and trust me, I've talked about it. I talked about it in the beginning of the month. I enjoy giving gifts more than I enjoy receiving them. There's still things like self-care that we need to do for ourselves during this time. And that is probably wrapping up what would be the closest I have to my last episode, my second to last episode of the Cawfee Talk podcast with Cannistraci this year for you guys. I know we will talk about all the new plans we have for the next year. But right now, the only thing that is important is that you enjoy the time that you have right now, because life can change in 24 hours. So cheers from Hermey the Elf, from Cannistraci. Have a wonderful holiday season, however you choose to spend it. Guys, listen, it's a beautiful time of year, but it's not always the best time of year for so many people who are mourning or just not going through good times right now. So I always like to be mindful of that. And if you are somebody going through that time right now, just know that you are not alone, and better days are always ahead. Love you guys.
Cawfee Talk.